So, Marvin, welcome to GBB Stories.
Thank you.
We would love to know the story behind the founding of Foundry.
Well, I started Foundry in 2008, which was great timing, right? At the beginning
It
of
is.
the financial crisis, you start a new business. That was...
Do you still keep in touch with the architect?
Actually, no. We haven't done any more projects with him.
What's the story behind the name Foundry?
Didn't really have a huge kind of meaning within the name, i.e. Foundry lighting would have been something that would make you adhere to just being a lighting company.
So, Marvin, welcome to GBB Stories.
Thank you.
We would love to know the story behind the founding of Foundry.
Okay. Well, I started Foundry in 2008, which was great timing, right? At the beginning
It
of the
is.
financial crisis, you start a new business. That was fun.
Yeah.
And originally a very different company. We were formed as a decorative online lighting company, very much specializing in high-end design product. And we transformed our business into design consultancy after a chance phone call one day from an architect who I spoke to, and I agreed to a load of things, and then put the phone down and wondered how I was going to deliver that vision that I just agreed to with this architect. And so I went about finding some designers to work with, and then created a company which is now Foundry, and we are purely lighting consultancy. Our online business is no more, hasn't been for, 15 years.
Okay.
But that was the inception of us as a business.
Do you still keep in touch with the architect?
Actually, no. We haven't done any more projects with him. It was an unusual project for him as well. He didn't normally do residential projects, but this was a residential project.
Okay. And what's the story behind the name Foundry?
So I wanted a name for a company that didn't really have a huge kind of meaning within the name, i.e. Foundry lighting would have been something that would make you adhere to just being a lighting company. I wanted a descriptive word that I could add other words to that would allow us to create different elements of that business. So a prime example of a company that's great at that would be something like Virgin. They have Virgin Coke, Virgin Atlantic, Virgin Media. That was my thought process behind it. And so I went about trying to find words that I really liked, and then came across Foundry as a word. And it actually kind of resonated a bit more with me because it's about us creating things. You know, the whole idea of a foundry is something that creates something.
Nice.
That creates something that's very, solid. And that's where we came from, or where I came up with that from.
Fantastic.
Yeah. Took me a long time. My partner, my wife now, but my partner at the time was like, what are we going to call it? I don't know. So it took me about 3 weeks to come up with the idea of that.
Interesting. And so what's the vision for Foundry from now onwards?
So Foundry, we've built a nice business in London. We just recently, over the last couple of years, ended up setting our business up also in the Middle East. So our vision is to continue our growth in London and build that growth within this region as well. We've got a really, great, talented team of designers that work for us, both here in Dubai and also in the UK. We're doing a really, some amazing projects out there, and we just want to continue to build on that.
Indeed. So it's an incredible story, the name and the journey of it. Marvin, we wish you guys the very best for your UK business as well as the one in Middle East. And we will, sit year on year to understand how the story is evolving.
Brilliant. Thanks for having me.
Wish you guys the very best.
Yeah, thank you. And thanks for having us at GBB. It's been a great event again.
The pleasure has been ours, Marvin. Thank you so much.
No worries. Thanks.